Hi everyone, I just wanted to do sort of a short video, basically just a new sort of series I'm called Dana Discussions, where I just discuss whatever's on my mind. And yeah, today I am talking about basically the Wii U. Now the Wii U it's done. There's a new Nintendo console out. It's been out for almost a month now, the Nintendo Switch. I don't actually own a Nintendo Switch yet, but I am planning to get one probably next month or so with the Switch version of Breath of the Wild. But I really just wanted to kind of use this as an opportunity to reflect on the Wii U, and why I'll personally miss it quite a little bit. Now, I'm a big Nintendo fan, but I'm not immune to the fact that Nintendo's had its shortcomings and its mistakes. And the Wii U by no means was a perfect console. It had a lot of issues. I'm not going to, go on saying the Wii U's the best console ever, because I don't even think it was the best Nintendo console. I still think that the Nintendo 64 and the Super Nintendo probably still hold that title. But nonetheless, I still loved the Wii U. I still think that it is a great console in its own right. Flawed, yes. Bad, by no means. I just want to, show you some of the great experiences that this console gave me. And this isn't so much a video game collections video because, I'm not even mentioning all the games. Some of them I've already talked about. I just wanted to, mention the games that on the Wii U that I think were really memorable to me, and because it's really the games that make the console, financially the Wii U was a failure. There's just no getting around that. But from a game standpoint, it had some brilliant games, and these are all games that I absolutely love on the Wii U, and I just wanted to mention them. So, Bayonetta 2. So I have still yet to really play much the first Bayonetta. I've started it, but Bayonetta 2 was a game that was surprising because it was a mature game on a Nintendo console. And of course, I remember being a little flabbergasted seeing all the high praise it got, being, unusual to see a mature rated game getting such high reviews on a Nintendo console. But I played it and really enjoyed it. Not only was the gameplay great, but it was also, had a lot of sort of lighthearted comedy to sort of contrast with all the just ridiculous nature of everything else. And, yeah. Splatoon. Splatoon is definitely, a breath of fresh air. I don't really enjoy shooting games all that much. But I did enjoy Splatoon quite a little bit. I'm not as enamored with it as a lot of other people. I wouldn't say I love the game, but I like it a lot. It had a somewhat underwhelming story mode, but the online multiplayer I think is some of the best that I've ever experienced on a Nintendo console. It's a lot of fun, and I think it really is a breath of fresh air for the genre, and I look forward to Splatoon 2 on the Switch and seeing if they can really, do everything that this game did right and, make it better, basically. And this is really the big one, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. Smash Bros. I think has provided me with hours of fun already and will continue to provide even more hours of fun. I do think this is the best Smash Bros. Game to date, and until very recently I would have called it my favorite game on the Wii U, and as an exclusive game, it is. My favorite game on the Wii U is not an exclusive game, and you probably already know what it is. But yeah, honestly, Smash Bros. Alone makes me feel happy that I brought a Wii U. Or got one for Christmas a few years back. I really do think that this is a game that I'll continue to pour hours into from here on out. And even when I get the Switch, I'm still gonna keep my Wii U just to play this game. Now, the next game, Xenoblade Chronicles X, I'm a little more on the fence about. I really loved the first Xenoblade game. This game, because I'm one of those people that sort of has hit or miss, experience with open world games, believe it or not. I feel like Xenoblade X had a little too much, stuff going on for me to really quite enjoy it the way, some people might. But that said, it's still a very well-made game, and definitely, a game that I think, deserves mentioning. And Hyrule Warriors was also a lot of fun. It's not the masterpiece that, a game like Ocarina of Time or Wind Waker is in terms of being a Zelda game, but it's still an awesome game. in its own right. You know, it's like Dynasty Warriors. It's just a straight up action game, but with Zelda characters, and has lots of fan service for longtime Zelda fans such as myself. Looks pretty cool. It has some killer music, and it's just a good time. Hyrule Warriors is a game that I would be remiss to not mention. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is another fantastic platformer. In fact, I think that this is probably my favorite game in the Donkey Kong Country series, and that includes the Donkey Kong Country games on the Super Nintendo. I loved this game. I thought it blew Super Mario 3D World out of the water, and that was a great game too. I'd even rank it just a little bit above Rayman Legends, which I also own. Which also, by the way, I think Rayman Legends is a really cool game. I've only played it single player, and I've only played it through once. I definitely want to play through it again, though. I feel like, as somebody who loves platformers, though, the Wii U was in no shortage of platformers, and I think Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze was hands down the best of the bunch. I haven't played Super Mario Maker, actually, but I also hear that's really cool. And while it is a remake, I still need to mention Twilight Princess HD, because I think this is an excellent game. It's actually one of my favorite Zelda games, and just one of my favorite games, period. Even though I played it back on the Wii and the GameCube like 10 years ago, and nothing could ever quite recapture that first experience, it was still just a total blast to like play through it beginning to end. You have a fresh coat of HD paint, looking better than ever. The few tweaks make the experience even better, and it's still just a supremely fun and addictive experience to me, and I was glad to be able to re-experience this masterpiece on the Wii U. Same with Wind Waker HD, which I actually have on my console. I downloaded it. But yeah. And then of course, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which if you saw my review for it, I am absolutely enamored with this game. My favorite Zelda game to date. And yeah, even though it's available on the Nintendo Switch, which I'm definitely going to play through it again on the Switch, this is like the #1 reason why I wanted to get a Wii U, and I'm really glad that I waited out for this game before moving on, because I really do think that in some ways this is the game that defines the Wii U to me. And I know this is going to sound a little cheesy, but like, because of the way this game is structured, it really does feel like Nintendo's original ad for the Wii U. It was tailor-made for you, and that's what I feel Breath of the Wild is. Like, you can play it however you want to play it, and that's what makes it such a masterpiece to me, and such just timeless, incredible game. So at the end of the day, like, the Wii U had a somewhat lackluster online service. It definitely did not have a strong third-party games lineup, and it had its issues. The gamepad, it was a little gimmicky. Like, it didn't quite deliver on its potential of actually being able to play the game off TV more than like 8 inches away from the actual TV, which was a huge bummer. But on the other hand, looking at the games themselves, they were terrific, and I will always remember the Wii U fondly for those games. And I enjoyed the gamepad, and as somebody who has semi-large hands, I actually found the gamepad to be quite comfortable. In fact, I'd honestly say it was more comfortable to me than any Nintendo controller except for the GameCube controller. But obviously, everybody has their own opinions about these things, and that's just mine. Yeah, all I want to say is Wii U, Godspeed. We had some good times, and in my heart, even if you didn't win in the market, you won in my heart. And that's all I want to say. Thank you for watching this little discussion video, and tell me what you thought of the Wii U, and what do you think of the Nintendo Switch, because I'm excited to talk more about that. And what's to come of it. So, see ya!